Should I hire a lawyer for my Hoover, Alabama drug charge? The answer to this question is yes, and I'll go over the details of why as we move through this video. The purpose of this video is to let you know some common drug charges and possible repercussions if you are convicted, and also give you some information about our law firm and what we can do to help you with your Hoover drug charge. There are several very common drug charges that are brought in the City of Hoover Municipal Court. One of those is possession of marijuana second degree, which is a Class A misdemeanor, punishable by up to a $500 fine in municipal court and also up to 6 months in jail. Possession of marijuana second degree essentially is possession of marijuana for personal use. If there is any evidence that you were distributing marijuana, or if you had a quantity that could be argued was not for personal use, then you would likely be charged with possession of marijuana first degree, and that case would not be pending in a municipal court because it would be a felony charge and it would be pending in the county court. There are many repercussions and negative aspects of a guilty plea or a conviction to possession of marijuana second degree. As I mentioned, the first is up to a $500 fine plus court costs, which on a drug case are now running anywhere from $300 to $500 in most courts. There's also the aspect of possible jail time. The city generally does not have any interest in incarcerating first-time offenders on drug charges, but if there are extenuating circumstances and jail time is warranted, then the judge certainly has that option. There are also issues related to your driver's license. If you are convicted of possession of marijuana second degree, then you will almost certainly have your driver's license suspended for a period of 6 months. And what this means is if you have an out-of-state license, then generally that conviction would be sent to Montgomery, Alabama. Montgomery would then send the conviction out to your home state, and the home state would take action against your driver's license. The other collateral consequences include court referral, which is a program for alcohol and drug offenders in Alabama that would be required of you if you are convicted. That includes drug testing and monitoring and drug and alcohol education classes. And that is, per state law, has to be ordered in the event you're convicted of a drug charge in Alabama. Also, if you were a student and you receive federal student aid, the federal government will disqualify you for a period of time for receiving federal student aid. And if you were receiving aid during a period of time where you had a conviction on your record, the federal government can ask you to repay the money that was provided to you in order to recoup their losses for the violation. The other aspect of a possession of marijuana second conviction is future job opportunities, and the fact that if someone were to run your criminal history, that conviction would show up and you could be denied employment or terminated from a job in the event the record was pulled and the employer was aware of the conviction. Any drug or alcohol conviction also can affect a professional license. So if you are a licensed nurse, pharmacist, doctor, dentist, lawyer, if you are any professional that has a license, it is highly likely, if the board becomes aware of your conviction, you would be subject to discipline by the board. Possession of drug paraphernalia is essentially anything that could possibly be used for smoking marijuana, a crack pipe, any other paraphernalia. It could even include a straw. And it's really up to the officer's discretion as to whether the item in the possession of the defendant could be construed as possession of drug paraphernalia. If you're charged with drug paraphernalia and the item that was confiscated was not drug paraphernalia, then obviously that is something that we would litigate, and we would take the facts of your case and apply them to Section 13A-12-260, which is the Alabama Code section for possession of drug paraphernalia. My name's Joseph Kreps. I'm a Hoover, Alabama drug crime defense attorney. If you have been charged with a drug offense in Hoover, Alabama Municipal Court, we want to talk to you. Call our office to begin the conversation. We have resolved many cases over a number of years in Hoover, and we appear in that court regularly and handle cases ranging from possession of marijuana second to possession of drug paraphernalia and other criminal charges as well. You can reach us at 866-348-2889, or you can visit our website, AlabamaDrugDefenseAttorney.com. Thank you very much.